Hey guys, so I just thought I'd do kind of a quick video here going over my entire 1 to 53rd scale, or roughly that, um, bus collection. So this shelf itself holds 49. It's got one spot missing, so it's got 48 in it. And then I've got some that are still in the box and then some that are loose elsewhere. So uh, we have a lot to go over. So yeah, let's get started. So first of all, I just want to go over kind of the Cabell County Schools shelf. This is where I work. This is where I went to school. This one is just there because I needed somewhere to put it. But other than that, all of these are current or former Cabell County buses, and I just want to show some of them off. So here we've got 609. This was a 1994 Thomas ER. The only reason I made a model of it was because it sat at the old bus garage for uh, 10, 11 years, something like that, after it was retired. Then they donated it to the local firefighter training school. I still need to do my actual custom labels on this, not just the one with the label maker, but I actually have ways to do this with the actual font and everything that was used. So I still need to do that. But other than that, it looks pretty much just like the real bus. So we'll go ahead and move on to a couple other ones, and I'm just going to kind of group them together as to what they are. So here we've got 709, 766, and 832. This was a 2008 Thomas HDX. This was a 2014, and this is a 2021. This is the bus I got hired in on. It is now retired. This is the bus I had before 799, and this one I just made because I got that model when our 2021s came in, so I just modeled one after one of the 2021s. But speaking of the font and everything, as far as the side lettering goes, yeah, we'll take a look at 832 here real quick. It's just your basic HDX model, but yeah, we will go ahead and get into this real quick. So, as you can see, the one on 709 has the factory Thomas font, whereas 766 just has font from a label maker. But trying to get these to where they don't fall off or anything either. But 709 is an older HDX with the round tail lights, and 766 was a newer one. So I modeled those fairly correctly. But we still have some to knock off the list here, so let's get to it. So here we've got the 3800s. This one was 590. It was a 1990 Thomas International. I rode that as a spare once, and then it sat at the Barboursville Bus Garage for a long time until it was sold in 2014. And this, of course, is 681, the 590. This model's seen much better days. I actually had to replace the bottom portion of it. Or it was a 90, yeah, it was a 91, sorry. I think I said 1990. It was a 1991. But, yeah, I had to replace the bottom portion of it because it was in bad shape. But 681 here, I still need to do some work to it, replacing the streamer and the bird. But other than that, I've had this one for a while. It's very customized. I even gave it Bluebird mud flaps. Took this one all apart and pretty much fully redid it. And I'm very happy with how this one turned out. But I should probably redo it. I could do much better now. But yeah, we'll move on to the C2s. So here we've got 696, 697, and 712, 2007, 2008, 2009. These two went to my elementary school, and I saw them every day back when they were brand new, and this one was the first C2 I ever saw. These three models I actually got whenever I toured at the Thomas factory. They gave me, my brother, my sister, my mom, and my dad each a model, and I think I got the ones from my mom and my brother. They didn't want them, so they gave them to me. I don't remember which one was my original model, but these two were the ones that I played with a lot, I think. And then this one was the one that was fine. Or maybe this is... I think this is the one that... Yeah, because these two are the most beat up. I played with these whenever I was little. So one of these is missing a stop sign. 696, I believe. Yeah. That broke off at some point. But yeah, these were the ones that I got whenever I toured Thomas. Now I'm keeping 712 up here just kind of as a comparison as far as the changes in the modeling goes. You can see the shaping of the front end and the body was a little bit different on these newer C2 models, but not the newest. But these are $7.99 and $7.81. You can see $7.81 still got the old labels on it, but $7.99 has the newer ones. I use tape to do the surrounds on the windows, the window posts, but some of the ones on $7.99 are coming off a little bit. I need to redo them. I might just actually try to remove some of the black paint. But I even put emergency exit decals and the proper safety liner C2 decal on this one. This one still has my old version of it. That was the smallest I could get it, but I can much more easily control the sizes with the new stuff. So the back on this I never redid. So that's something to note. But there are those two. And I'm going to go ahead and put 712 back and put 799 back, because the next one is 833, which is my bus driver's new bus, next to 781, which was his old bus that I rode. 833 hopefully will be mine next, but we'll find out. This is one of the newer C2 models, and I actually made one for him as well that looked very similar to this. I think I put a little more detail into mine. The one I made for my bus driver did not have as much detail because I realized I could do more with this one, which I could still do more work to it, but I'll save that for another day. But that concludes all of the Cabell County models, and now we'll go ahead and move on to the Ross County, which doesn't exist. It's just what I put on these to kind of make them look a little nicer. So before I move on to the whole Ross County Schools thing, I do want to mention this was a lot that I got. I actually gave one of these Real Toy FS65s away. It was 15 of these and one C2. So you can see there's 14, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, there's 14 of the FS65s and one of these C2s. So I have 13 of FS65s now from this batch. I haven't done anything with them yet. I might sell them, I don't know, but I have 14 of those, or 13, and one C2. This C2 is heavily modified. I did not do any of this. These are pretty much how I got them. I actually cleaned them up a little bit. Like I say, they were kind of grimy and dirty, and took some of the labels that the guy had on them, took those off. But yeah, other than that, these are just your typical run-of-the-mill blank Real Toy FS65s. I thought about customizing these into like specific buses and giving them out to people, or just keeping them. Like I want to make one into an Ironton City Schools bus, but I don't know. We'll find out. Yeah, we still have a lot more to cover just on this shelf, plus some one-offs and some package stuff. So let's get to it. So starting us off here, I just wanted to show off these two custom models that I made. I took a Real Toy FS65 and one of these generic Schilling Bluebird Internationals, cut the front ends off and spliced them. Basically, this front end was on this bus and this front end was on this bus, but I just swapped them. So now I have a Thomas 3800 and a Bluebird Freightliner. I just used some yellow tape to cover the seam there and Sharpied the putty black. But this one, of course, I made into bus 23. You can see I put custom Bluebird roof logos on there. I have streamers to put on it. I just haven't printed them off yet. But I made the custom lettering and everything too. This is a fully custom model. I'm probably going to put the mud flaps on it too, like I did with the 681 model. Well, I don't know if I can, because of the I'd have to take the bottom off, and I can't do that, where I had to basically glue everything together with the putty. But starting us off with Ross County Schools is 365. This is a 2002 Thomas International. So yeah, I also did the custom lettering on it too, with the actual factory font and stuff. But we have some more ground to cover here, so let's get it done. So here we've got 339 as well as two of the generic 9852 models. This one was my first of these generic Bluebird models. I put a custom side door on it because it's a 1998, but I just felt like putting a side door on it. I played with this one a lot and actually swapped the axles for the ones on 23 and 365 because it had the ones that matched a little better, because the other ones were not these 5-spoke. It was the style rim. So yeah, just thought I'd show these off together just to kind of save some time, because this is basically what it looked like before, but I don't know what that's from. It did not have the clear plastic lenses, it just had the painted on stuff, which I kind of prefer, honestly. But yeah, there's that. Here's 374, which is a 2002 Thomas Freightliner, Ross County Schools. Basically just try to do this one as accurately as I could, although I think the Thomas logos are a little big. And as I perfect the sizes and everything, I'll probably go back and edit my older models. But there's 374, and that is a real toy Thomas FS65. And we've got two more Thomas FS65s. We've got 407, which was a 2005 Thomas FS65. This is a Siku. And we've got 377, which is a 2003. I made this. I actually fully customized the interior on this one, took it apart and everything, painted all the seats blue, and made this one a wheelchair lift bus. But I even painted the motors on these. This one has a cat, and I think this one's got a Mercedes. Yeah. So, pretty neat. This was the first Siku I got, and I modified the crap out of it. But yeah, the mirrors are broken on this one because I tried to take them off, paint the roof white, so that way I could mask the bus off a little better. But that's why I did not do the white roof on this one, also to help kind of differentiate it a little bit. But those are all of my FS65s in the Ross County Schools fleet so far. Probably take some of those and make them into Ross County buses, but we'll find out. Here we've got 456. This is my only CE. It's a 2013 model is what I modeled it after. I loosely based a lot of these numbers off of Cabell County buses. I loosely based this off of 756, which is a 2013 C2 that I trained in. But aside from the lettering, this is a unmodified model. But yeah, just thought that would be neat. And I based the double numbering here off of a Greenbrier County bus that I saw because I liked the way it looked. And before we get into some of the last Ross County model buses, this is the wrecker that I bought at the first Mid-America Truck Show I went to in 2022. And I've been looking at these online for a while, but never actually bought one. But now I have one for my buses, so that's pretty cool. This is fleet number 196, based off of our wrecker at Cabell County, just because, why not? But this one also has an opening hood. I think I mentioned this is also a Siku model, who made the Thomas FS65s with the opening hood. So this is a very neat model. I like it a lot. And if you have the ability to find one for a good price, I highly suggest it. So here we have the HDXs of Ross County. 469, which is a 2014, 477 is a 2015, 529 and 530 are 2021s, and then 543 is a 2023. And really the only difference with this one is it says stop when red lights flash, because these are based off of West Virginia spec, and that started being required in like mid-2022, or at the start of 2023, I'm not sure. Probably July 1st of 2021, 2022, something like that. But yeah, here are the HDXs. I think it was 529 that came in without these front amber lights painted, so I had to do those myself. You can see they look a little bit different compared to the ones beside it. But those are the HDXs of Ross County, and now we have two more C2s to show off, and then that'll be it for Ross County. So here we've got 533 and 542. These are 2022 Thomas C2s. I still need to redo all the lettering on these two. 533 is loosely based off of 833, and the 542 is loosely based off of 842. That was the first, or I was the first one to drive that bus ever on a run when it was brand new, which was neat. I was still a substitute, but it's got a wheelchair lift in the back, and that's pretty much it as far as Ross County is concerned. Like I said, I still need to redo these two, but there we go. Oh, so this one's trying to roll off here, so I'll go ahead and get it done first. These are all HD models. This is the one with the yellow rims, but these are unlettered, unnumbered. Probably make these into Ross County schools, or at least one of these into Ross County schools. I'm not sure, but just something I thought was neat. I actually ended up, I have like 4 of those, which is crazy, but I kept on forgetting I had one, and I ended up buying like 4 different ones. But I also have an unlettered HDX model. Not exactly sure what I'm going to do with that one. But aside from that, we have got the white roof Thomas ER, which is basically like the 609 model, but it's got a white roof on it. It's in good shape, so I probably won't put any lettering on it. I think I bought that from eBay, or I bought it from Noah, one of the two. And then here's the other 3800 promo model, like 590. But this is the one that has the old chassis on it that was pretty broken. So I'd like to find another one of these in good shape and make it into 594. But yeah, so that is it for the shelf. We've got a few others still to check out, so let's get to that. So this batch I got at the Mid-America Truck Show, as I'm filming this, like a couple days ago. But 2 of these newer generic Bluebird International models. I think they look more like Carpenters, but it just depends on who you ask. These are alright. I just bought them just to buy them. And then this one I bought because I was curious. I just did a review on this. As I'm filming this, it's uploading, so this will be out sometime around the same time as this video. But yeah, they're not worth the money. Also, I have a Dinky Wayne RE. These are kind of hard to come by, but this one's kind of beat up, but still in decent shape. Looks pretty cool. And now we have a lot of in-box stuff to look at, which is all right there. So here we've got 2 of the older C2 models. Go ahead and get them out of the box real quick, but show off these older boxes. You've probably seen them 100,000 times, but still. Pause if you want to read all that. So here's one. I can't remember if this is the one that my dad gave me or if this is one from eBay. I think the one from eBay was the one with the cracked roof. I've got it in my lap. But basically a brand new, older C2 model. It's got some wear on it, but still in pretty good shape otherwise. Here's the other one. Pretty much the same deal. But still, thought it's pretty cool. It's got a cracked roof, but that's normal with these older C2 models. This is just the newer HDX model, but 2 of them still in their packaging. We've already gone over this in this video, so I won't spend too long on it. So here we've got the HD model, but this one is a yellow roof version. Basically the exact same as the other HD model, but it's got a yellow roof. Here's one of the brand new C2 models, still in sealed packaging. I've not opened this at all. Just thought I'd keep one like that just because. Next off is the Transit Liner ER, which is a very, very cool model. I wish they still offered this, and I wish I would have gotten one whenever they still offered it, because I don't remember how much I paid for this on eBay. It wasn't too bad, but still more than it would have been originally. But very cool model. I'm sure Noah and Cameron have videos on these. So here we've got the official promo models for the S-Series International. That's what I was trying to say. Official International promo models for the S-Series and the 3000 series, which is 3700, 3800. So we'll get these out of the packaging real quick and show them off. We'll just do these one by one. Here's the S-Series model. This one is a bank, and that's how you get inside of it to get the coins out. But this one's really cool because you can open the hood and you can pull it off. So they have a little blue motor in there, which I believe would be modeled after a DT of some sort. So yeah. And here's what one of those 3800 or 3000 series promotional models looks like whenever it's in better shape. The stop sign will not stay on this one. I'll need to glue it on at some point, or maybe I'll just leave it. But we've already seen this one twice. I've got two others that I've shown off, so yeah. And the last one we're going to be taking a look at here is the Ertl school bus. This was modeled after a Bluebird, and I believe they actually made a Bluebird branded one of these, but I do not have that one. So this one is very neat. I love this model a lot. I might try to find one of these to make a model of 147 out of, but yeah, this is a very cool little model. It is the last one that I'll be showing off here today, and I'll do a tally, see how many of these I actually have in this scale, and I believe this is all that I have. I might have more somewhere else, but I'm going to try and end this quick because I have about 30 seconds left of storage here. So if my math is correct, somewhere I have somewhere around 63 of these in this scale, which is pretty cool. But that'll be it for this video. Appreciate you guys sticking around this long. Thanks for watching. Let me know what other videos you want to see next as far as die-cast or real school buses or whatever I can do. I'll try to do it for you. Show off other parts of my collection or do other videos. So yeah, thanks for watching.